Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. I'm going to try this again. I tried it last week and the guest didn't show, but Linnea Quigley is on tonight and she's going to show because she's a trooper and one of the greatest character actors of all time. Yeah, I didn't just say screen queen, although Linnea is a great screen queen. We're going to discuss two of my favorite roles that she was ever in. Now, they're very popular. We could talk about Slime Ball at the Bowlerama, blah, 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 blah. We could talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night, where it's a cool kill scene, but bless her, she is also topless in it. We can talk about a lot of different things. She's always going to be trash from Return of the Living Dead to me. And by the way, it's odd to say she's always going to be trash and be a compliment. But that's the character's name. If you've never seen Return of the Living Dead, what in the wide, wide world of sports are you doing watching a thing called Scarefest Radio on TV? Return of the Living Dead is kind of a pseudo sequel to Night of the Living Dead, in which case it takes place in Louisville. It's clearly Southern California. They find a canister from the original Night of the Living Dead because that movie's bullshit, but it's based on a true story. Accidentally, these two idiots let it open. Tom Matthews, Jimmy Carran play these two guys. Listen, you've seen the movie, but what's the most memorable thing in that film? It's Linnea. She has the role. Other than Jewel Shepard and Dan O'Bannon, I think I've met everybody from the cast. Love Return of the Living Dead. Linnea is trash. She has the famous dance scene where she gets off and takes off her clothes. I don't know if she will tell the story. I think the story is probably been told many times about the whole area down here and what they had to go through. Basically elevates that role to something far superior than what was written. The next one of my favorite Linnea Quigley roles. Night of the Demons is a film from '88, directed by Kevin Tenney, who you know from which board? Well, you probably, if you know which board, you know Night of the Demons. I watched this as a kid and it stuck with me for years, particularly her scene with a lipstick. Once again, Linnea lifts a role above what's written. Now, I'm not saying Night of the Demons is Oscar worthy, and I'm not saying it's Citizen Kane. It was much better than a lot of the shit that was coming out the same year. And Kevin Tenney was a fairly competent, decent director. You remember the scene with a lipstick. Once again, she elevates anything that she's in. They made a remake of this. She's got a small role. It's a really fun role, especially if she bends over and the guys are checking. Doesn't matter, checking out her butt. Just skip the remake, even though it stars Shannon Elizabeth, who I'm a huge fan of. Stick with the original Night of the Demons. If you've never seen it, the plot's fairly simple. These kids, they go to a house. There's some demons in it. It's during the night. It's an old mortuary. Night of the Demons. It's got a cool animated opening sequence. Well, like I said, Linnea's in Silent Night, Deadly Night, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers. And I think it's unfair that her body sometimes gains, not that she doesn't have a nice body, but that her body sometimes gains more attraction than the actual talent that she has. She's a really good character actor, and I wish more people realize that. Check out Night of the Demons if you've never seen it. I'm assuming most of you have seen Return of the Living Dead, but check out Night of the Demons. And Linnea, I did not know until I was researching this year in one of my favorite John Landis films that no one talks about. I've got to go back and look for it. It's a movie that's forgotten called Innocent Blood, which if you ever want to come on Bonehead Weekly and talk to us, we'd love to talk to you about that in the rest of your career. So Innocent Blood, vampire film directed by John Landis, gave us an American Werewolf in London. Linnea's in it, and it's one of those that no one remembers, but I really liked. Vampires, mobsters, what could go wrong? This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly. Thank you so much, Scarefest.